What is going on to you Pisces out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you Pisces, you have the King of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Cups. These three. so so I'm saying that somebody is playing a little bit too hard to get with you, right? Or not necessarily in your life in particular, but this is more so about how wise a lot of you Pisces essentially have gotten. That, there are some people that you have tried to get to know very recently that did try that old nonsense on you, where they thought that being mysterious, barely talking to you, pulling away, ghosting you, they thought that would have worked. And that didn't work. That didn't work. What happened is that you Pisces, essentially, you were clever. You were more clever than they are. You're able to actually see through that because you've been through this so many other times in your life, right? And a lot of you Pisces understand how disappointing it actually is, right? You understand how disappointing things actually are because you've seen it so many times. So one of the upside to you Pisces seeing it so many times is you know what it looks like when people are doing it. You know what it looks like. It's just that you just need a little bit of more information. You need a little bit more understanding. And now you Pisces have that level of understanding from me or and other tarot readers, of course. But you now understand what to do, right? You understand that this person doesn't really plan anything really good for you. This is what the relationship consists of. Them ghosting you, you having to chase after them to get their attention because they're constantly playing a wishy-washy game with you of you getting attention and then you not getting attention. And a lot of you Pisces saw that one too many times. You are hip to the game. You know what time it is. And the thing is that the Four of Cups, them trying to act mysterious with you, them not calling you, if there was ever a time for them to legitimately call you and to stop playing games, is right now. Because what I'm seeing here is some of you Pisces, like I talked about before, you may have actually called them on the phone and told them that you were done, right? And this person was like, oh, whatever. But basically they thought that you were playing and you're not talking to them at all right now. Or this is a situation for you Pisces where some of you didn't even tell them anything. You just stopped talking to them just at all, right? Just period. You just stopped talking to them. And now it's like, if they really want to reach out to you, if they really want to keep your attention, they're going to have to actually, really reach out to you and say something. They're going to have to actually do that. Because if they don't, it's a dub for you, because you Pisces are all too happy with leaving it exactly where it is, right? Which is no contact, and you Pisces just move on. The relationship dissolves itself just like that. You okay with it? Because the Page of Wands and the Star card right here represents how, the Page of Wands and the Star card is, honestly, the way that people play in the dating world is really stupid. They think that playing with people's hearts and minds is some sort of game, right? The things that they do is stupid. And a lot of people wanted me to go a little bit in as to hypergamy and stuff like this. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you have an understanding of what hypergamy is, right? Or at the very least, at least a minimal understanding of what hypergamy is. But basically, the situation that we're in today's world is so many people are really caught up in trying to act like they're fancier or better than other people. And it's not really doing a service to people who dive into that type of game play. They don't actually really benefit from that stuff. This is where I terminology the game from, right? The playing games, the playing mind games with you, right? It's the ideology that they have of they need to try to get you Pisces hooked. And one of the ways for them to get you Pisces hooked is for them to essentially show you interest and then pull back the interest and see what you do. They have to constantly check your temperature to see how interested you are and all that other crap. They can't just be in a relationship with you or get to know you and then be in a relationship with you and see how far that goes, right? They have to, they have something to prove to everybody else around them. They have this big chip on their shoulder. They have to act like they're the head honcho or they're the boss. All these terminologies. So the thing is that for you, the Page of Wands and the Star card is, you Pisces know this, right? Like you've seen it so many times before, right? This is the reason why some of the people have broken your heart. If you've been doing right by them and they started out like they were cool, right? Like they had a head on their shoulders or they were going somewhere and then they turned on you, right? This is essentially what happened. That's why it is that they disappointed you, because it's that ideology of, I want you to feel hurt, right? I want you Pisces to feel disappointed and heartbroken that I wasn't there for you at at an event that was supposed to be a big thing, very important to you. I want you Pisces to see that I'm not there for you, and I want y'all to feel heartbroken. This is part of the game, this gameplay. And for you Pisces, you just want somebody who's real. The Star card, you just want somebody who's straight up and can actually mean what they say and say what they mean. A lot of you Pisces aren't looking for the games. You don't want to play. So the thing is that the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles represents, but you just feel like a lot of people don't take you seriously because they play games with you anyway. And it's not that they don't, the truth is they don't know you. So it's not that they don't take you seriously, that even though that's a little bit of part of it. What it really is, or I should say a bigger portion of it, is the fact that they approach everybody like that. Everybody is caught up in the gameplay. Everybody is caught up in the gameplay, right? This is why you'll see people on both sides who will play other people for money. They will get married to people for money, all of that type of stuff, right? They'll play the role and then they'll go ahead and want a divorce and all this other type of crap. This is where we at. This is what we on. So the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups represents you Pisces. You just, again, you're not into the gameplay. You Pisces just want to probably make sure that you and a person actually are on the same page. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be on some Eight of Swords. You have to be ready and I should say incapable of actually walking away. Now, granted, don't walk away just for anything, right? Then that's gameplay too. That's still playing the game. But I mean from a perspective of no one stops you from actually leaving, no matter how much love you have for them, right? If you are trying to do things the right way, and you're trying to create some form of problem solving between yourself and your significant other, because in this relationship that the two of you are in, and this person either refuses to listen to what you have to say, or they act like they're listening to what you have to say, and then they mess up anyway, consistently over a course of time, you need to be prepared to leave, regardless of how much you care about this person, right? Married, couple, whatever, I guess, the situation you call yourself that you're in, you have to be prepared to leave them alone. Because You staying is where they disrespect you more and more and more and more and more. The Eight of Swords right here represents how, you can't be afraid of actually walking away. They want you to stay because they need love, but the way that they express it to other people is very broken and dysfunctional. So they have to treat the people that they care the most about like trash. That's the reason why it is that, like, you Pisces, in your lives, when you're dating somebody sometimes, right, and those dysfunctional interactions that you've had, you know that you'll be doing right by them, but then they do wrong by you. The reason for that is because they don't want you to actually go anywhere. That's the very definition of dysfunctionality. I can't say the word, but the very definition of dysfunctionality. They don't want you Pisces to actually go anywhere. That's the reason why it is that, it's not just, see, this is what I'm trying to say. It's not just about disrespecting you. It's about breaking your spirit. That's why it is that I say that they think about this stuff. Don't let them play you. When people are out here playing games, they do think about this stuff. Don't let them play you and say that that's not what it is. No, that is what it is. What they do is that they play you because they think about this, and they think about it because they have to break your spirit. They don't want you Pisces or anybody else that they're messing with going anywhere. This is why it is that people will move like that in your life that you may have dated or tried to talk to in the past, and then they start off cool, and then the next thing you know, these people start wilding out like crazy. The reason why they start wilding out crazy style like that is because of the fact that they don't want you Pisces going anywhere. So like I said, so they have to break your spirit. They have to break that wanting, right? That fire in you, to where if a person is disrespecting you, you actually will leave. They have to break that. That's how it is that they're trying to get you to stay, while at the same time still being on some dysfunctional stuff, because it satisfies their ego into the lost ideology of, this is why it is that a lot of people have cute syndrome or attractive syndrome, right? And I hope YouTube don't hit me for that, but I mean it from a perspective, not like that. I'm talking about from a perspective of, this is why sometimes you'll have people who have this pretty complex, right? Where it's like they have the mentality that you have to deal with them. It's because what they're trying to do is they're using their looks to attract you, and then once you get attracted and reeled in close enough, then they'll start to play all types of games and antics. But those games and antics and stuff like this are well calculated to break your spirit. And the reason why, what's going on now? How is it raining and there's what? But it's calculated to break your spirit, because they want to be, not only do they like you, right? And they're afraid of you leaving them. That's part of the reason why they have to break it. But they also have to break it because it's the mentality of, I'm so fabulous, right? Or I'm so, I don't know, attractive, that no matter how I treat other people, nobody will leave me. Everybody got to deal with me. It's a matter of inevitability, right? It's not a choice. It's like everybody, I am the such and such of the crossroads. Everybody has to pass through here, right? And this divine power, delusion of grandeur, that they are the king or the queen of the crossroads, and everybody has to come see them. And there's not a single person in life that does that. That's delusional. That delusion of grandeur is part of why they do it. So the Sun and the Six of Pentacles right here represents how you Pisces are above that, honestly, because you see, that's what I'm talking about. You Pisces, You Pisces are essentially immune to that, because and this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. You Pisces have been spiritually developing yourselves this whole year. You've been developing yourself this whole year. The situation with you, Pisces, hold on a second. Just making sure. I just want to make sure that there's no funny style stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Because the fire department came. I don't know why they're here, but anyway, just, you know, staying alert of my surroundings. But you Pisces are immune to this temptation. You're immune to it because what I'm seeing here is you Pisces are still stepping. Y'all are still doing y'all thing, moving forward. You know, this person, from their perspective, right, they're not necessarily going through a great experience. They over here asking themselves, well, how come you Pisces are not calling them back? You were, you know, they played it perfectly. You were supposed to call them back. You're supposed to chase up on after them. And that's not happening with them. You Pisces aren't giving them that call. The reason why is because the Sun and the Six of Pentacles. You Pisces understand that a relationship should be a two-way street. And you've developed this mentality because you've been developing your spirituality, your spiritual value over this entire year, really understanding that if a person is going to disrespect you like this, then you don't have to be with them and you're not going to be with them. But then at the same time, they don't get to control or even have so much of an influence or a say-so as to what you do. You're not even going to be around them. You're done with them. Now, why that's important even in the first place onto itself is because you Pisces have an advantage over them, but they don't see. Their delusions of grandeur stops them from really understanding that you can't be bought. That's the situation. You Pisces aren't for sale. People can't pay to buy you. You understand what I'm saying? People can't buy you. They can't. You have self-respect, and how you developed that self-respect is from spiritual growth, not material growth per se. It's much more of a spiritual thing where you Pisces understand your value and you've reconnected with your soul even greater than the spirit. You've gotten in touch with your own soul. You understand who you actually are on many different levels. So now when people come to you on some, you know, they trying to tempt you and talk up a big game, it doesn't really end up working for you Pisces like that. Like they talking up a big game, but you kind of really, you know, sitting back and staying quiet to see if they actually going to be about something. So let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you have the Five of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and the that's probably my fam. The Nine of Cups. And these two cards right here for you Pisces represents how, again, they can't tempt you. You know, that stuff only keeps people trapped there with a dysfunctional significant other when they're too caught up in it to get out. You know, the Magician and the Knight of Wands, right, and the Nine of Cups represents you're the magician. You have spirituality on your side. You have your soul on your side. That's way more than anything that people in this world can provide you. You know what I mean? So you only going to be in a functional, successful relationship with somebody that is capable of meeting you halfway and actually capable of meeting you halfway by being spiritually and soulfully inclined themselves, where they know themselves. This nonsense about tempting you, Pisces, with their body or riches or attractiveness, y'all know that ain't gonna work. Y'all know that that's not gonna work. The talk with no action, that ain't gonna work. That used to be a big thing for you, Pisces, right? The talking with no action, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So it's real interesting to see who's real and who's not. Hold on. You okay? That's you. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, family making noise. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me, birth chart reading, the books that I have that are on Amazon. Come through and get a reading. Come through, get my books or anything like that. Also, too, get the Kareemspiritworks merch, hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, as well as please make sure to smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Trying to grow my YouTube channel to 20,000 subs. Smash that subscribe button.